Because our beloved Prophet ﷺ tells us, with respect to the intention governing marriage, that nikah is from my sunnah. Nikah is from my sunnah, it's from my example. But how many people get married and say, okay, why are you getting married? If you could freeze frame the moment before the officiator starts the marriage. You ask, why are you getting married? What's the intention behind it? And it's rare that someone says, oh, I'm getting married to seek the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, etc. But marriage, the Prophet ﷺ referred to, is from my sunnah. There's lots of things from his sunnah, but this is a key element. This part of the civilizational sunnahs, that it's a building block of a religious, not just family, but community, society, and ummah. This is a key building block. But the Prophet ﷺ also said that whoever gets married has completed half their religion. And marriage is a very significant step. We won't go into, but approaching it wrong has implications on your religious well-being. Secondly, the marriage itself lasts a long time and a lot can go wrong. There's a lot of potential for abuse, for you to be harmed in your deen and in your dunya. There's also a lot of potential in you being harmed emotionally. Right? Which is why there's a good case not to get married. Right? And it's actually a very rational decision that with confused notions of marriage, why a lot of people don't get married. Because there are a lot of downsides to marriage. And the scholars identified the downsides of marriage at length. Those downsides aren't there in order for you not to get married, but in order for you to enter marriage with circumspection. That you know what are the potential harms of marriage. One of the greatest harms of marriage is you can if you're a person of religious concern, for you to become a diminished being called a worldling. It's a bit, without any of the merits of halflings, because they ended up being of very noble in Middle Earth, but we don't live in Middle Earth. A worldling is a diminished human being. Diminished not in physical size, but in rank, ultimately. That you weren't created just to eat, drink, procreate, and die. And it's very easy to get lost in that. But how you approach the marriage itself can be affected by the contract. And then the consequences of the non-fulfillment of terms are great. Right? So this is why having a contract is very, very critical. So that the key elements that build the marriage can be clearly in place. But also for both parties, not just to go through the motions. Human beings are very good at forms rather than meanings.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله